Hello again. So part of your final project is you're going to need to figure out kind of based off the individual's goals, is figuring out what the overall kind of fat mass is, percentage of body fat, but then also what the individual wants to do. Do they want to gain weight? Do they want to, do they want to maintain? Do they want to lose weight? So from that, we can figure out the actual prescription. But this is, this is going to be a very long video, but kind of just talking about ways that we can actually figure out, based off the goals of the individual, of like if we want to lose weight, what that could look like. But then also just kind of figuring out just the overall fat mass, fat-free mass, based off of the results that we have. That's going to be part of your final project, is really breaking that down in the equations to break that down as well. So fat mass equals percent fat times the weight of the individual. So this is an example of how we could actually figure that out. The fat-free mass, so fat-free mass, bone, tissues, cartilage, all that, is weight minus the fat mass. Okay, so we will know the fat mass based off the percentage that we find through several different methods. Definitely with the different methods, it's going to be different. Once again, the error that's there is a little bit different for each. So example of this, fat-free mass, once again, is weight minus fat mass. So from this, we could figure out just overall percentage of fat the individual has, and then from that percentage of fat, just the overall fat-free mass from that. Okay. So pretty straightforward in regards to figuring out that overall fat-free mass. Once again, just that weight minus fat mass. Okay. So this is kind of, once again, and we'll talk about this a little bit more when we go into the prescription of body fat percentage, or sorry, just body composition. But really what we're trying to do is just figure out that target weight. Once again, if the individual is trying to gain weight, if they're trying to maintain, we can maintain, we don't have to go through a ton of calculations for that, or once again they want to lose weight. So really with this, we could do fat-free mass just divided by 1 minus the desired percent of fat. Okay, so we can actually figure out just what is their overall target weight. So with this fat-free mass, once again, kind of going through that equation, once again, this is just an example of how to do this. So once again, if the target weight was, the 199.5, this is how we could actually figure that out. Okay, and kind of how much we maybe want to drop our overall percent of body fat, the current weight, once again, so we can kind of figure out just that overall how to do that. Okay, so once again, this is based off the goals of the individual. Once again, if they want to maintain, then that's fine. We just stay where we're at. If they want to gain weight, once again, we'd have the desired maybe body fat percentage or even fat-free mass. What would that desired be? And then we can figure out just that overall target weight. Okay, all right, quick one, but once again, just something to kind of talk through in regards to the ways that we can actually utilize the numbers that we're getting through the body composition assessment. So I will see you all soon. All right, bye.